cash, look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling.
I done seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life in the can't. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
When you got dumb cake up in the say they be waiting for you in the bushes with the duct tape. Up and down the interstate. Yeah, we really touch. We touch. October, I'm about to another state. He went down in Arizona, don't get me involved. An empty box in the car means they coming for all. I had six phones, I got rid of them all. We get hit and sit down, we don't talk to the law. Yeah, they think I'm tripping, they listen. They know our every move, yeah, they want us all in prison. That's why I can't sleep at night until they get in. I'm on another mission, I'm just young and I'm living.
I done seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life in the can't. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
My phone still echo, the feds won't let go. Money never...
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Jets. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. Breaks the tackle, now an Allen. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back. Back at the 22.
Detroit!
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And the Jets set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Right back to him on first down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run that sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. On third down, it's Connor. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
4th and inches, does he get the first? You bet he does. He knows exactly where he needs to be, and he's going to fight his way forward to get a couple of yards and ensure he keeps the chains moving.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Here's Tannehill. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Seahawks have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. He gets it to Humphries. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Hey, 20. Target. Go. Back line. Target. Hip. Go to the hunt. Target.
Here's Tannehill. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Elliott now to kick this one away. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They run with Connor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. On first down, Tannehill steps away to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And now it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. On third down, it's Hines. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere and made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Go! Hey, 20. Ready, hot!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And now out come the Jets. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Christian Kirksey coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trucks over him. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And that'll set them back 5. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. Kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete outright to Jake Butt. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Forced out to his left. And he's got room. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They can't tackle him. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They go play action here on first down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. If they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that.
Super blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
50, 50. Go. Hey, 20. Run to the hut.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Go. Zero. Ready, hunt.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys will have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter. Well, the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in.
The pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Detroit. Gone. Hut.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
Lucky 56. Gone.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a second down.
Gone.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Connor down right around the 25. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Being chipped, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Everson Griffin in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Run. Play. Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to wind up and air it, and this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Adam Humphries, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Jets have made this a 1-score game. Elliott good on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now,
obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Well, he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on fourth. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw now on first down. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rollers.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Connor. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Now it's Connor. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
This is a question of who wants it more. Easy to get stuck behind all the big bodies, but you've got to find a space and fight forward for the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work 3 for about 6 down to the 18.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Down man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Adam Humphries, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from leading this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's letting it fly for Cooks. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep down. This is caught at the 20. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is Hines. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Okay, we got four. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. On play action, they'll throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, Scrub.
They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The Jets on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Allen has it, left side. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're doing.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
Wow.
They're going to try and run. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Elliott now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I sound it.
Okay, I'm back to school. This is open campus. This is I should slap it open-handed. Tough life, I told her model she need lower standards. Asked her if she had a twin. I feel like Joey Tanner. Big spender, Chris Jenner. I promote the like, oh, what's happening? Think she called me, cause she never knew her daddy. And my all black, Rhythm Nation Janet, boy, don't make me Jackson. Bodily, what's underground, what's underground.